The so-called ghost player, like the Vardy, the ghost players from non-league that all of a sudden come to the top in England football, they can come here. The ghost players can come from Egerton.
Football has a major role in society because it's just bringing people together again. It's like people from all walks of life. You'll never meet these people sometimes. You'll never meet people who are doing different things from you and have a different lifestyle. So when you're all coming together for football, again, it's cohesion in society. It's different, different cultures getting to know about each other. Everything. It breeds obviously more positive than negative, I would say.
So how do they come here? We purely came here because Egerton, when we drove past, we said this could be a good place for us to train. Yeah. Because we've got a 3G pitch. If the weather is bad, we can go in 3G and it's still good. So one day we just walked in. We said, can we train? He said, no problem. So we came with the two of us training with Lloyd, three of us actually. And we started training. And before you know, we met other people, young boys who got dropped out of academies. And we said, yeah, come and train with us. And before you know, we had 20 players. My journey in football started obviously in Holland. I was born in Suriname. When I was 2, I moved back to, not back to, but I moved to with my parents to Holland. There was a generation of us went to Holland in the 70s. Got to the youth academy in Holland, which are very well known. Made my debut for a club called SVV when I was 17. Played for them about 3 years in the first team. When I got sold to Feyenoord, obviously that was my big dream. I'm from Rotterdam myself. Played for the big Feyenoord. We won the league in my first year. The second year we won the cup. Third year won the cup as well, the Dutch FA Cup. Had some, was 21, I was buzzing, played Champions League. At that time it wasn't Champions League, it was Europa Cup 1. It's equivalent to the Champions League. So I had a lot of good time, played for Holland under the 18s, 19s, 21s, I was a big talent. Obviously things don't go the way you want them to go, but that's football. Manager had different thoughts about players. Didn't play at Feyenoord at one point, so I wanted to leave. Went to a club called FC Groningen. Played for them for 2 years. Done extremely well. Never missed a game. That earned me a 4-year contract with Ajax. At the time, Louis van Gaal was the manager. Obviously, he called me. We spoke. When I came to Ajax, he went to Barcelona that season, so we never worked together. He never coached me, unfortunately. We won the league. We had a great team: Michael Laudrup, Georgie Kinklatse, Mario Melchiot, the Poel brothers, Edwin van der Sar in goal, Danny Blind, Shota Avalatse. We had a fantastic team. We won the double. Steve Bruce was the manager of Huddersfield Town. He obviously wanted me. I came down. We looked like we were going to win the league at one point with Huddersfield.
And that would have been the division
championship.
What we now call the championship.
Now championship. I lived in South Manchester, where I still live.
Right.
So that's 18 years ago. With my wife and children. Chinesky, which is a gentleman from America, and he is a kind of guy who's crazy about football. I'm crazy about football, but he's a lunatic. And basically what he does is every day he goes with a bag of 10 balls and he goes to do a session by himself. And he asked me to come with him every day, and I said, no, you're crazy. Why would I do that? I didn't like it. Why would I go and pick up my boots again and go and play with me and you, 2 guys? What the hell? So he persuaded me after a few months. I see him every day because he's my neighbor. I can see him going out of his house with his bag of balls, onto a pitch with a goal and doing some finishing and exercises with cones and everything. So one day I went with him, and from that day we started training every day. We met Lloyd Samuel, and he was still playing, and he said he would still want to play, but I'll come and train with you guys to keep myself fit. I said, okay, come on. He comes in. Next minute, Emre Heskey comes in. Emerson Boyce. Danny Webber came in last time. Brett Jones was at Liverpool, went to Bradford, gone out of football, came and trained with us. I got him to Holland, and now he's the best goalkeeper in Holland. New career, you know.
I was just trying to keep myself fit, to be honest. Just on the back end when I stopped playing, I wasn't sure if I still wanted to continue or not. I just needed something to keep myself fit enough, but at the same time, it was where was I going to go. And luckily enough, I knew obviously Jim and Dean, and it was only 3 of us at the time. We'd be like madmen training here like 1-2 hours, you know, doing sessions just with 3 people.
This is something, this project, we call it a project now because it's real. Started as fun, but obviously it's now a real project what we have in our hands. And the guys, they understand that this is not something you can get everywhere. Yeah. It's somewhere we do it for free. We don't charge anyone for anything. We actually, in fact, we invest in this ourselves because we love the game, and also we know what the problems is for players if they're injured and they don't get a new contract. If they get released, how to get back to a club. If they just finish their career, they know what to do with it. Come with us to have the fun back and maybe go in another direction, but have a routine going on in football. So it's different avenues where we offer what we offer really, which started as a joke, not a joke, but I mean started as fun and go into a real kind of project really.
It's more, as I said, and it's fun. You know, you don't have you still have your discipline in the fact that you want to be in time, etc. And when you train, you want to train hard, but it's up to you how hard you want to train. You know, it's that comes down to yourself. But in the whole, it's definitely good to have something, because if you check a lot of the stats or whatever, a lot of footballers when they finish football, what do they do? As you say, you know, some players take a year or 2 to find their feet again. Some go directly into football. Some continue in players. That's why they say, you know, play as long as you can, because when you stop, you do become in no man's land. And I believe that by having something like this is somewhere you can wind down for players who want to, obviously, the back end of their career, or for players who want to keep fit, players rehabilitation. You know, it's across the board. It's very wide, but for the more so for the older players, it's depression. You know, it's not knowing what to do, and a lot of players, ex-players especially, become depressed, or you know, some turn to more drink, even some drugs, whatever. You know, it's a scary place because, you know, football is surreal. Many people say it is a job, but it's an enjoyable job that people can't really see that it's not a 9-to-5 job. Although you do have to put in a lot of discipline, and you know, you've got to miss out on a lot of stuff, but the rewards are huge.
A continuation of what you used to do, but then it's also about giving back to the young guys you're coming through now, being able to help them and advise them, you know, how best to push themselves to get as far as they can get. And obviously some of it's gonna be frustrating because they're not obviously at the level that we've played at, and it's obviously a very high level that we've played at. So, but it's all about now, you know, training, having fun, and also helping the others.
Finishing. We had one player who was at Man City, Nottingham Forest. He's 21. James Thorne. I think he scored in 7 games. He scored 18 goals. Then he went on a trial at Hartlepool, and they signed him straight away. You know, so we give professional sessions. As I said, when I started my career in coaching, I got all my badges. I got my pro license, so I can't go any further than that. So for the kids to have the chance to work with pro license coach, with the likes of Lloyd, me, and Emil when he comes as well, and Jim Chinesky, when they come with the likes of us and they get these sessions every day, they are looking like, wow, you know, they're so happy when they come, and they ask questions, they want more, and they ask advice. But the other thing as well, they come with friends sometimes. Now we're in the Cheshire League, We're more or less top of the league. Everybody wants to beat us, especially now. You know, we're getting in the news. People want to be nasty against us.
Yeah.
They're extra motivated.
There's a target on your back.
There's a target, yeah, exactly. So, and the thing is, I'm playing as well. I played a few games, and I don't really want to because my body says no. But we get so many attackers and midfielders. At one point we had 10 number 10s. What position do you play? Number 10. Again, you know. So attackers, we don't have defenders. So I play centre back, you know. So me and Jayla play centre back, and we let them play. That's what we do. Recognition in England football, with all the top players we have involved, ex-players, is good for a few things. It's good for the ghost players I talked to you about. It's good for the ex-players that don't go into the wrong side of society after their career, and the injured players that want to come back into football, you know, and the release players. So if you got that to your disposal here with great facilities, I think the PFA or the FA should get us in somewhere and support us.
It's a worthy cause.
Absolutely.
It's a good thing. As you say, it's a good project, and for myself, it's rewarding when you see, like, especially the young kids who are coming in, whether they're looking for a club, as I say, or just trying to keep themselves fit, or just to keep themselves off the streets. To be honest, for me, that was a big plus for that, because, you know, they're willing to travel and come in because they know they're getting good sessions on, and they're enjoying it, and who knows what can come out of it. But the project on the whole is something very good.
Obviously, a major difference in terms of everything, facilities, mindset, everything. You know, going to play Anfield away is not the same as going to play down the road at, you know, St Helens or something. So, you know, you got to bear in mind that the pitch is going to be really, you know, much worse than playing at a Premiership pitch. Obviously, you have to make your own way. You know, everything is completely different. But at the end of the day, it's still a pitch. It's still a pitch you got to play, and it's football.